Introduction of entrepreneur behavior. What is entrepreneur behavior? It means the manners or way in which the entrepreneur deals with its total environment, including the creation of something new as well as the distribution and adoption of the new throughout society. Besides that, it refers to the discovery and exploitation of a new business opportunity with the purpose of profit and growth. It involves three distinct activities. First, the identification of a new business opportunity. Second, the establishment of a new venture to exploit that opportunity. Third, the management of the new venture to make it flourish over time. Outcomes of this learning include entrepreneurial risk, entrepreneur management, the ways to guarantee success, and so on by our entrepreneur, Mr. Shaharuddin.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nurzeti Ahta binti Zaini. So today I will explain about entrepreneur background. Our selected entrepreneur is Mr. Shaharuddin bin Ahmad. He is 47 years old. He is a Malay and from Penang. From our interview, we know that Mr. Shaharuddin is a very hardworking person. He really loves to help people whenever he can. And as a child, he loved to learn about electric. Um, One day he decided to open up his own business in electricity. So there are several factors that lead Mr. Shaharuddin to open up his own business. The first one is experience. Experience is really important because he show us the right and the wrong when we need to choose and we need to decide on something. So Mr. Shaharuddin learned about electric since he is a child. So because of the experience that he has, he decided to open up his own business. The second factor is high profit. During at that time when Mr. Shaharuddin wants to open up his own business, he realized that the service for repairing electricity is on high demand. So Mr. Shaharuddin take that opportunity to open up his own business because of the high demand from many people. The last factor is being independent. Mr. Shaharuddin really loved being independent by himself. He really is comfortable to work by his own because he can finish all the work happily by himself. So that's all for the entrepreneur background. Thank you.
Okay, now I will tell a little bit about company background Encik Shaharuddin. Encik Shaharuddin decided to name his company is Power Aspect Enterprise because he will run his business about electrical contractor. Okay, his company is located at Tasik Gelugur, Pulau Pinang, and this company was established in 5 May 2014. When Encik Shaharuddin get the project at Fulim, Kedah, Encik Shaharuddin already hire 5 employers who will manage the project.
Mr. Shaharuddin Ahmad is the youngest of 3 siblings. Before becoming an entrepreneur, Mr. Shaharuddin Ahmad was an ordinary man who was successful in his studies. He started from primary school until he got hold a bachelor's degree in specialized field of electrical engineering at University Technology Malaysia. In 1995, he managed to graduate and he worked in a local electrical company which is Kifis Enterprise as a project manager. After 4 years had passed, he was able to see opportunities in the skills and experience he gained there to run his own business. Yet, he was in no hurry in making decisions. He had researched certain aspects before opening his own business. After hearing suggestion from his family and wife, he quit his job at the age of 27, and as a result of encouragement from his family and his wife, in 2013 he has successfully opened his own company, which is Power Expert Enterprise at Pasir Kelugur, Pulau Pinang.
The entrepreneur at the time he started the venture, so his major motivations to start the business is his own desire to gain extra money for his children since his family is expanding. He don't want his children to face any trouble in aspect of money. His wife Puan Haslinda also encouraged him a lot to start his own business. Sources that available to start the business is his own saving. He saved money from his salary of his previous work at Kifi Enterprise. Work experience also sources that available when he want to start the business. He worked as electrical project manager in Kifi Enterprise. Risk at early startup is career risk. He left his permanent job just to start his own business that he don't know will give him profit or not.
Next is the entrepreneur as he grew the venture. In this part of the report, it focuses on the goals and values as well as the risk orientation of Mr. Shahrudin. However, I will be only talking about the goals and values. Goals and values. In this context, goals and values refers to the goals after the business was going just as he wanted to. Mr. Shahrudin has stated that he wanted to maintain this business in order to gain some extra money for him to expand the business. He also had a goal, which was to buy a new premise for the business. Recently, he achieved this goal since the business was going way better than he expected. He also said that he will inherit this business to his children once he retires or is resting from any business activities. The entrepreneur today. In this part of the report, it focuses on the opportunities, his self-confidence, and the commitment Mr. Shahrudin has to his work. I will be talking about his self-confidence. Self-confidence is a strong belief in oneself and their own capabilities. Mr. Shahrudin is confident with his knowledge and his skills that he gained during his degree life and his working experiences as an electrical manager. This makes him confident that he is able to handle an organization. With support from his wife, he took the risk of quitting his old job and starting his own business. However, at first, business wasn't as booming as he was expecting. But him being confident, he worked harder to gain knowledge and plan his business until he managed to receive big projects nowadays.
The conclusion is, in a nutshell, to become a successful entrepreneur, an individual must first develop and refine his or her entrepreneurial talents. These entrepreneurial traits are the most important value that each person must learn, obey, and apply in order to be successful, as they decide the success of failure or corporate business growth, as well as whether core competitiveness of enterprises is established. This is due to the fact that most of the successful entrepreneurs in the world do practice and apply at least one entrepreneur that has been listed above. Successful entrepreneurs are the motive and catalyst of the economy in the country. The country cannot reach the level of developed country if there are not successful entrepreneurs in the country, because they are the backbone of the economic development.